Hello everyone, this is Abraham, and this audio video part we're gonna continue with chapter 4  돕, numbers and time, part 2. This is what we're gonna cover in this audio. We're gonna learn about the ordinal numbers, the fraction, percentage, how we're going to say percentage, how we're going to read the sum of money, how we're going to pronounce the measurements, how we're going to pronounce the years before Christ, after Christ, pronounce centuries. We're going to learn about the times, the parts of the day, and how we're going to say what time is it. And we're going to have more examples to practice with numbers and time. From last video or audio, we stopped by ordinal numbers in chapter 4. In Surah, we have two ways of saying the ordinal number. As you see in the book, under the ordinal number, here is just a classic one. We use it with the writing, just like normal thing, and also we have a popular one where we use the ordinal numbers using the regular number to describe the ordinal number. I'm going to discuss both of them here. And let's start first with the classic one. Again, we have masculine, we have feminine, and we have a plural of each of these. We're going to go up to the 10th for this one. Here, I'm going to start with the masculine in the right column, 콴euṃ. As you see that daleth, the second letter is silent. It should be 콴euṃ, but we say it 콴euṃ. For feminine, 콴έθα. For plural, 콴έι. Second, τρεϊάνα, τρεϊάνθα, τρεϊάνε. Κληθάια, third, κληθέθα, κληθάι. رويعايا, رويعايثا, رويعاي. حميشايا, حميشايثا, حميشاي. شتيثايا, شتيثيثا, شتيثاي. شويعايا, شويعايثا, شويعاي. تمينايا, تمينيثا, تميناي. تشعايا, تشعيثا, تشعاي. And عصيرايا, عصيريثا, عصيراي. However, قدمايا, قدميثا, or قمايا, قميثا, قماي. And خرايا, last, خريثا for feminine, خراي for plural. Here, those are the one popular one we use them, okay, when use these ordinal number. However, for plural form, barely you're gonna hear second, third, till 9th or till 10th in a plural form. Okay, so as you see here, and thinking about the numbers, regular numbers, you will see that those are starting from the 3rd till the 10th. Those are their root is from the regular number 3 to 10. ثلاثة أسرة. Okay. This is one of the way to say the ordinal number. The second one is using regular numbers for ordinal numbers. This is exactly as saying the number, regular number, and adding the preposition dalat, d, of the. For example, if I want to say the third using the regular number for 3 is tlatha, so I can say d tlatha. For masculine, fraction tuare, 1/4, ruba, most of the time pronounced like rube, thultha or tultha, pelga, also pronounced pelge, tlatha rubabe, 3/4, humsha, shutha, shu'a, tumna, tush'a, usra. Some of examples I have here: pelgit shetha, half hour, rube dollara, 25 cents, rube dollara. Another one, 45 minutes, tlatha rubabit shetha, 3/4 of the hour, tlatha rubabit shetha. Percentage is very easy to say. Percentage we use b umma, the beth, the letter b, and then umma, 100. So any number, okay, say any number, then after that say b umma. For example, you can say it masculine and feminine if it's 1 to 10. Kha b'umma for masculine, kha b'umma. For feminine, ghda b'umma. Khamsha b'umma, khammish b'umma, 5%. Isra b'umma, isser b'umma. And anything after the 10 could same for male and female. Arbi b'umma, 40%. Arbi is 40, b'umma, that means 40%, and so on. Just say a number and add that after that by umma or b'umma. Here I have, for example, I'm just gonna make up, I'm not looking at the page. Let's say I need to say 220 percentage. So how I'm going to say that? I will say ﷺ b'umma. Reading sum of money. Again, here is exactly the same as we use with percentage. We're going to read the number first. Now, if we have integer, or the number is only integer, no decimals, we're going to read the number and then we're going to say the currency. Alright, we're going to apply here dollara for singular, dollare for plural, centa for cent, and centi for plural. Also centa we use pilse, pilsa for singular, pilse for plural. So how are we going to read the money? Again, we're going to, if it's only integer, no decimals point, so we're going to say the number dollara. If it's a decimals point, then we're going to read the integer dollar or dollare, and then the decimals point centa. For example, here I have 3 examples. I'm going to go over this one. It says Isra dolare, $10. No percentage, no nothing. So $10. The second example, $15.50. $15 وبلجة. Pelge, we learn pelge means half. 50 is half a dollar. So we're going to say $15 وبلجة. We can say $15 وخمشي بلسة. $15 وخمشي سنت or بلسة. The third example, $25.99. $25 وتسعة بلسة. Again, you can use بلسة, you can use cent. Pronouncing measurements. Again, this is the same, exactly the same we have with the previous two, percentage and money. Here we're going to say the number and then we're going to use, or we're going to say the unit after that. The only thing you need to know the units, how we say them in Syriac. For example, meter, metra or mitra for one, metre for singular. I have 30 meters, 30 metre. 12 inches, okay, 13 inke. It's a K, cap, inke. Most people, they still using K because sometimes K and sh is pronounced ch. We don't have ch in Syriac, but some accent they use the ch for sh and K. So you may hear people, they say 13 inch as well. 40 miles, 40 mile, mile in a plural, mila singular. 100 kilometer, kilometre, kilometre. 5 foot, 5 pudhe. And again, p is sometimes f. Probably you're gonna hear 5 fudhe. 4 tablespoon, arbe. Here tablespoon is a feminine, so we're going to use arbe as a feminine for number. Arbe matamiyatha diikhala. Matamiyatha spoons, matamitha 1. Diikhala food. 1 teaspoon غذاء مطميثة chai. غذاء مطميثة chai. Pronouncing year. First of all, year is a feminine in Surath. So all the number from 1 to 10 is going to be in the feminine form. If we have before Christ, okay, we're going to say, that's mean before BC, we're going to say Kammaran. Maran means Lord, referred to Jesus. Kammaran, before Jesus. If it's AC, after Christ, we're going to say Ilmaran. So most of the time, Ilmaran is omitted if the year is AC. If we're going to say Ilmaran, AC means to emphasize the year. Otherwise, by default, let's say, it's going to be AC. So how are we going to pronounce the year? Usually we start shata d, and then we say the number. Kammaran or Ilmaran. Just like we learned how we read the number, 3 digits, 2 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, it doesn't matter. Okay? The only thing you're going to say shata de, and then say the year Kammaran Ilmaran. Okay? Examples, I have 2937 BC. Then how are we going to say this one? We're going to say شاتا دتري ألب وتشأ أم وطلاثي وشؤ قمارا. Another example for 1614 AC. شاتد ألبا واشتأم وأرباسر المارا. If the third digit, that means the 100, is 0, like here 2017 AC, we're going to say شاتد تري ألب وشؤاسر. تري ألب وشؤاسر. You can say المارن, or like here I omit المارن from this side. And so on. You have more about how we're going to read. There's many examples in this page. I'm going to take one more example here. For 1903, the reason I'm picking up this one because 3 is a feminine, is a 1 to 10, sorry. So I have to say the 3 in the feminine form, because shata, because this one is a year and is a refer to shata. So we're going to say شاتد ألبا وتشأم وطلف. Moving on to pronouncing century. To do the century, you can use the two form we have for ordinal, how to read the ordinal number. We can use قماية, تريانة, تليثاية, رويعاية, شويعاية, just like we learned it. And also we can use the regular number by proceed by d. Okay? First of all, century, dara, is a masculine. So all number, okay, they're going to be ordinal number or regular number will be in a masculine form. I'm going to have example of using a regular number and ordinal number to cover what we have here. So just like we did shata de, you're going to say dara de with the regular number. So for example, if I want to say the 4th century, we're going to say darad arba. Darad arba. With using ordinal number, if I want to say the 4th century, repeating that one, I'm not going to put the daleth before the ordinal number. I'm going to just say dara rwi'aya or dara tlithaya, and so on. More example in the book, easy to read. If you already know now, you should by now be able to read all this. Time, and which is related to the numbers, I have two sections using for time. First of all, we need to know the parts of the day. عدان اليوم. عدانا means time, period of time during the day. In this one here, in this page, you see that I have divided the day almost like 3 hours or 6 hours. And then we're going to go over that one, over what we called AM, PM in Surat. However, the one I'm going to go over that is divided every 3 hours or every 6 hours, most of them are 3 hours and then 6 hours, those used to emphasize the time, when we need to exactly tell you what time was to show up or something like that. So we're going to say the part of that day. The part of the day we have here, starting from the midnight, which literally means middle of the night. Palgid lele. Palgid lele. Lele Lela is night. Well, pronounce it Lela in the spoken language. وبلغة, pronounce it Pelge. So we're going to say Pelgid Lele. It's 12 a.m. Bathar Pelgid Lele, after midnight, which is what? 12:01 to 2:59 a.m. Qadamta, after 3 a.m. to before 6 a.m. Qadamta. Mkhushka, it's from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Midday or noon, Pelgid Yoma. Bathar Pelgid Yoma. Ramsha, and most of the time we say Asarta in Deshten Ninwe dialogue. Asarta, also Ramsha is okay. And finally Lele, which is 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. Again, when we're going to say those parts of the day, when we need to emphasize the time. Okay, the second part we're going to have is the hour, or the asking for time. Shetha. Shetha is a feminine in Surah. So all the number from 1 to 10 is going to be in the feminine form. The way or the question to ask for someone what time is it, we say Maqa ila Shetha. Maqa ila Shetha. If you translate this one literally, it's going to be in how much is the hour? In how much is the hour? Maqa ila Shetha. Maqa means how much. Maqa, in how much, or at how much is the hour. Again, as I mentioned, we do not have a PM, AM, like AM starting at 12 midnight till 12 noon, and PM start 12 noon to 12 midnight in Surah. But we have similar to this. The time is totally different. We say Yoma, Bioma at day, or Blele at night. Yoma is day, Lele is night. So Bioma or Blele means where exactly does start. Bioma start from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Blele start from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So everything is during the day till 6 p.m. We're going to say Bioma. Let's say if I have a 9 o'clock in the morning, I can say Tisha Bioma, or I can say Tisha Bumkhushka. Khushka is more like emphasize the time. Examples I have here, 9:30 a.m. I can say Shetha. By the way, how we going to answer what time is it for the question what time is it, we're going to say Shetha B, or we say Shetha ila B, but for short we say Shetha B. Okay, if someone asks you what time is it, you're going to say Shetha ila b'khammesh. It is 5. Now I'm going to leave the PM or AM later. But if you are trying to say I want to see you at this time, you're going to say Shetha b'khammesh b'chazano, without ila. So 9:30, just to read this one, 9:30 a.m. we're going to say Shetha b'tisha upelgi bioma. You see, I say the bioma. Why? Because a.m. 9:30 is during the day, so I'm going to say bioma. whoever is gonna hear you say the bioma 9:30, he knows that's gonna be due in the morning. But if you want to emphasize this one, you can say ⵛޭ န့ة بمخشكة in the morning. How we say 2, for example, 10 to 5, which means 4:50, okay? We use إلا, which means except or to, means to here for the time. For example, if I have 8:45, 15 minutes is a quarter of the hour, so we can use ربع. So we can say here ⵜِسْعة إلا ربع. Тِسْعة إلا ربع. We can say Тِسْعة إلا 15 دقيقة if I want to say 15 minutes. More example of time and part of the day. I'm gonna pick some of those and reading only the surah one and the time in English, so you're gonna know which one I'm talking about. I'm gonna start with the 7:15 p.m. Which is the first one. ⵛێثە Ũʲ بليلة. Let's say 2:45 p.m. ｃhéථە بطلث إلا ربع باثر بالقديومة. باثر بالقديومة, I'm here emphasizing the time of the day. Okay, I can say بيومة. Again, I'm going to repeat that one. ｃhéثە بطلث إلا ربع باثر بالقديومة. Another example, if I'm going to pick, for example, 5:25 p.m. ｃhéثە بخمش وإسري وخمش برمشة. ｃhéثە بخمش وإسري وخمش برمشة. Or chéثە بخمش وإسري وخمش بعصرته. Both works fine. More examples here in the way of asking questions. We're going to start kind of introducing everyone to the way of conversation. How many brothers do you have? Second person male. أكما أخونا التخ. أكما أخونا التخ. Or sometimes you can say أكما أخواثا التخ. Okay. I have 5 brothers to answer. أنا إتي خمسة أخونا. أنا إتي خمسة أخونا. I have 7 sisters. أنا إتي إشواخ ثواثة. أنا إتي إشواخ ثواثة. Another example, if I'm gonna read number 7, I want $78. I want $78 talking from first person male. أنا كبن شوي $8. Now if I repeat number 7, which is now number 8, repeat number 7, but from female speaker, she will say أنا كبن شوي $8.